Alright, for those of you, I'm going to cut straight to the chase. For those of you who have an Elgato game capture system, this is not a fix for the issue that I'm about to discuss. I'm assuming if you're not a subscriber to my channel and you've just come here through the video title, it's probably because you're trying to figure out why your Elgato at your home does the same as mine. And what mine does is it puts up black fucking lines at certain times. Now, I'm actually running around and I can't get them to pop up. I'm trying to look back at my computer at the same time and just kind of see if I can get the black lines to pop up. But basically this is kind of what happens when I record. I noticed it when I was playing, I noticed it when I was doing videos for my YouTube channel a while back. And I was like, wait, does that like show up on stream or does that show up on my footage? And I look back and I was like, holy fuck, it does. I can't get it to show up right now. Maybe because there's weather effects in play right now. But I will end up getting black streaks on my Switch at any given moment. And if I have some footage, I'll throw it up on the screen. But I just don't get it. Like, I can't get any lines to pop up right now. The one time I need it to pop up, they don't pop up. But basically what this video is about is the Elgato game capture. Sometimes if you're playing on more prominently Nintendo games, you will notice that at some points in your game, if you're streaming or recording, you'll notice black lines pop up on your fucking screen. And I popped into other streamers' videos that are streaming Pokemon or Smash Brothers and shit, and I've seen them have these black lines, and the chat's never really said anything about it. The streamers never say anything about it. And I once brought it up. I was like, yo, I forget the guy's name, but I was watching this guy stream Pokemon, and he had some black lines pop up, and I commented, and I was like, yo, dude, what are with those black lines that keep showing up? And he was like, oh, I don't know, man. I think it's my Elgato, and it's messed up. And I was like, well, that's a bit strange, because my fucking Elgato does the same thing. So I went and did a little bit of digging, and it turns out it's not the Elgato's fault. This is something that'll pop up sometimes in Pokemon when you're loading screens, when you're running through the wild area. It happens in Smash Brothers when you're selecting your character screen and or stage. That's right, and or, meaning it can happen at both fucking times. And it seems to only really happen on Nintendo consoles. Like, I'm running around trying everything, and I cannot for the life of me get it to show up. The one time I need it, it won't show up. But it's a thing that happens, and it's very, like, not, I don't want to say common, but it's not incredibly, like, uncommon for your Elgato to be doing this. And it's not actually your Elgato's fault. It's the Switch and the way it was developed. The hardware, software inside, all that Gucci shit. The way Nintendo has designed it does not match up with the way the Elgato is designed. So at some frames, you will notice black lines popping up because the Elgato does not know what to record. Oh my god, that person scared me. I see all the Pokemon standing there, and then I just see that woman also spawn in, and I'm like, oh my god, is that a hidden Pokemon for a second? Is that a new Pokemon I don't know? But yeah, so this is what's going on right now. And I will say this, there is no real issue of fixing this. I've gone through the Reddits, I've gone through the Discords, I've talked to multiple people, and there's no fucking cure for this thing, boys. So what do? Well, you either start streaming Xbox, or you just kind of tell your chat, hey, or your viewers, whether you're a streamer or a reporter, hey, I'm sorry, but we got some shit going down right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. So there is nothing we can actually do about the lines. I myself have the Elgato Game Capture HD. A little bit of an older model, but still very functional. For sure, very functional. By no means is it broken in any capacity. But it has that issue. And I don't have an extra Elgato Game Capture HD 60. I don't have the Elgato 4K. This is the only one I have. But I really don't think I need another one to test it, because I've seen this happen on multiple other streams, and there's unfortunately no real cure for this. We're kind of stuck having fucking black lines on our screen, mostly because Nintendo is just not got priorities straight when it comes to their games. I don't know, Nintendo likes doing things different, and it doesn't always fucking work. And it's about time the Nintendrones who just suffocate themselves with everything Nintendo puts out to wake up and smell the roses, because they're fucking dying. It's not actually dying, that's a terrible metaphor, but basically Nintendo has other priorities, and it's not fixing their console in order to render gameplay, in which they probably make a decent amount off of, with ads and shit on fucking popular YouTubers' channels and shit. I don't know. I just don't know. Nintendo got other priorities. It's not helping this issue, although I don't think this is really an issue Nintendo can fix. This is just something that happens. I think you'd have to rework both the Switch and the Elgato to fix this issue, but obviously we're not. Obviously Elgato and Nintendo are not about to start doing that, so we are stuck with black fucking lines all over our console. Let's see, can I get it one more time? Nothing. Nothing. I can't get them to pop up. But they're there. I promise they're there. I'll put up a clip of them popping up if I have one. But they're really there, and there is no cure. And I just thought I'd put this video out in case there was somebody like me out there saying, yo, why the fuck am I getting black lines on my Switch? Well, it's because that's the way the console was developed, and it's not friendly with the Elgato in certain circumstances, and there's literally, I don't think, anything you can do about it. If there is, I'll put out an update video, but until then, it's time to stream some Xbox.